Okay.
Poopy.
Anyone want to recap? Or I can do it. Okay, goodbye.
We fought Sock.
Again.
Professional werewolf subduers, are we?
We're getting quite
Masters of
experienced
the
at
chain.
We are.
Learning more.
I am king of the rats.
Rat King.
Hold the door. Lost his healing ability.
I don't feel his goddess.
Yes.
Biggie sad about that. Mage lady gone.
Mm-hmm.
Thoughts crumbling, so someone else is gonna have to take over.
Okay. So I'll read from my notes real quick. Speckle arm ripped off. Sock transform. They fight mage. Teleported to strange domain. Invisible barrier around mage. Spheres of lesser annihilation. Champ the rat gives Cecil 8 bullets. Hold loses Shahrazad's powers. Unknown why. Cecil runs to get a healer. Nighttime turned into daytime. Speckle saw most of the post-battle. Speckle visits Sock. Sock and Speckle hug. Session ends with Sock sleeping, plus looking for Speckle. Cecil hunting for, quote-unquote, game. Hold is recovering. Maybe sad. Unsure. Ataru studying the bullet. Rev hunting, quote-unquote, game with Cecil.
Why the quotes?
Game.
It's a
Okay.
sport.
So what is it that
Rat.
you are attempting to hunt for the rats? Anything in particular, or are you just shooting
venison.
anything that moves?
Game.
Okay.
Because
Then
I'm
we
gonna barbecue it.
will have so there'll be 3 stages to it all. The tracking portion, the shooting portion, and then the preparation of the meat before the cooking. And you and the 2 of you, Rev and Cecil, decide who's going to do what. Tracking portion, actual hunting portion, like sneaking, ambush, laying trap, however you're doing it.
I
And
shall
then
do
the preparation of the meat.
the tracking.
All right. I can do the shooting. Not with big iron. That would scare everything within a 300-mile radius.
This seems fair. I would prepare the food afterward as well, but the lack of taste buds makes that a bit precarious.
Okay. That's no issue. But if you know of any good woods that I could, roast these fine pieces of meat over, maybe get it a little.
Is it meat?
Oh.
There's a few woods.
Find some oak or something. Get that hearty scent into it.
All right, then Rev, if you are doing the tracking, go ahead and roll me survival. DC 14.
All right. That's a beep.
Okay. You kind of get out to the woods over to the west. Lay down a quick search over the area, and you find very easily tracks, snapped twigs, footprints, gentle deer cleft hooves sprinkled throughout the area, all wandering their way towards a water source nearby. For your skill and capabilities from the hundreds of years back of your hand, you can do this in your sleep. There, as you make your way closer to the watering source, you find a handful of deer, a large buck commanding his harem of about 3 to 4 doe over by the watering hole. Cecil,
Yeah.
what target and how much are you attempting to shoot and take?
Hmm. I'm probably gonna try killing 2, but I don't know if I want to kill a. I do want to kill the buck. I want to kill a buck and the fattest doe.
Thick.
Mm-hmm.
You eye a plump doe and the buck. Go ahead and make 2 attack rolls.
Mm,
Okay. A 14 and 18. Okay. The first shot of the light crossbow flies out, striking the buck in the side of its neck as it gallops a few 20, 30 feet before his legs give out and it falls to the ground. In the panic of the rest, you shoot the doe square in the eyes, down, right into the water. And last but not least, as the 2 of you walk over, the other doe scattered. Someone go ahead and make me a medicine check. DC 12.
shit.
Oh. Oh.
Why did I crit that?
You pull out your cowboy
Yo.
knife, and with a flurry and quickness, you strip the skin from the deer, carve out the antlers, clean the sinew and muscle right on down to the bone. You practically disassembled it like a Lego set. Plopping it all into your various pouches. You leave with damn near everything you're willing to take from those 2 deer. And you begin
Waste
heading
nothing.
back.
You don't waste
Nothing.
nothing.
Bones, antlers, everything. The only thing left behind is the guts.
We don't need the
Take that too.
The intestinals,
the giblets.
the gibbles.
Make some haggis.
You throw them into the water and leave the rest behind as you head on out and head back. In the meantime, as they are making their way home, Doc, what are you doing? As even though it should be nighttime and the day should be rising, it has remained daytime all throughout your sleep and all throughout your basic would-be night. This artificial spotlight gleaming down from above.
He's gonna wake up, do his stretches, look out the window, be like, huh. And then go downstairs. Is anyone else awake and downstairs?
Rev and Cecil are out, so it would pretty much only be Atari.
I am studying. I'm sorry. I heard my name.
Atari, do you know if the sky has been like this all night?
Yeah, it was like that when I went upstairs. Has it changed? I'll look out the window.
That's. I don't think that's good.
Probably not.
Should we? Should we maybe see if we can do something about that?
I don't really have weather altering powers. Do you? Is it a werewolf thing?
Well, not that I know of.
Well, I don't really know what we can do about it, you know? Like,
I mean, I do feel like a little bit responsible because all of that happened after we got teleported and fought that
yeah, but that would be the mage's fault with whatever weird ritual they did.
yes, but they're still alive.
Yeah, but where the fuck are they? We have no way of tracking them. Like, you remember that, like, that enchanter dude that we saw in, like, the swamp or whatever? No idea how to get to him, and he killed all those people, but we can't really track him down to kill him, as much as I'd love to.
Hmm. Well, it is curious.
Yeah, it's definitely weird. I'm gonna actually take a break from this bullet. And God, do I really have to stare at the sky all day to see what's going on with this?
Well, I was gonna go look for some kind of library or place of research, I suppose. I'm finding out that I actually probably know the least about werewolves, and I feel like I should maybe know more. Maybe if we actually did some actual research, might help us.
I'm so down for that. Let's go.
All right. Where's Hold? Is he sleeping?
He's kind of taking like a depression nap. He's been on that couch, like half asleep, half not asleep, and just kind of like staring. So I don't really know.
He doesn't really look so great.
Yeah, let's let the boy rest.
I mean, I always
He's been
find
kind
sleep-
of not all there, if you know what I mean. For
No, I
like
know exactly what you mean. He's like I don't know.
like a lost puppy.
Yeah. Not an actual puppy, but yeah. Anyway,
If he was
I
a puppy,
guess
what kind of dog do you think he'd be? Think a bulldog.
what kind of dog would he be?
I would go with bulldog. You know, because he's like stout, muscly, like strubbly, like you know what I mean?
And you know when he gets mad, he's like,
Yeah, he's got like the little face thing. Yeah.
Yes, I do like that. You know what kind of dog I would be?
What?
A werewolf.
Good dog.
That's not a fun. I mean, that's an accurate answer, but that's not a fun answer.
I mean, I don't know. I don't really actually. I'm not much of a dog person actually until recently.
I was gonna go with like whatever the fuck kind of dog Biscuits is.
A Shiba?
Are all Shivas like that? I just know what
Like
Biscuits
that?
is
Do
like.
you mean like wielding great swords?
Yeah, wielding big
'Cause I do
weapons.
think they are all
Wielding
like
big
that.
weapons despite being small and angry.
I didn't used to be small.
Yes, but you are now, and I didn't meet you when you were bigger.
That's fair.
I'm sorry if that came off of insensitive. That's not how. You know what? I'm just gonna.
No, you know,
I'm
it's
just gonna.
fine. No,
I'm
it's
just gonna
fine.
apologize and move on. How do I
No.
research? Research before I put my foot in my mouth again, right? Right?
Yeah, let's get
Do that. Yeah.
No, we're just gonna go now. So where would we actually find? Is there a library in town?
There's a college.
Oh,
Yeah, but they mostly do like conjuration stuff. And I don't really. I mean, maybe they would have like a thing on like magical creatures because. Yeah. Wait.
or
hold
maybe
up.
I was thinking either the Adventurers Guild, if they have like I don't know a collection of I don't know adventure notes or something like that,
That
like
too.
an
Also a
archive,
good option.
or what is it, town hall? Maybe they
The
have.
town hall is in the
Maybe
adventure,
they
or
have
it's
like
like the same building.
Oh well, maybe they have like archives or something, or maybe like Well, no, I do suppose that would be the Adventurers Guild because anyone who would go interacting with werewolves, or maybe I don't know, potion sellers?
Well, the herbalist of town didn't really know much about Wolfbane and kind of got all like super dodgy when we got into the topic of werewolves. So that I think the herbalist is out. Might have better
Speaking
look
of
at.
which,
Wait, I still have shit to drop off at the Viscous Mistress. I forgot that I wanted to have her look at the vial of stuff I got from the like the pocket dimension that I was in
do we need to
when we all
stop
got
and turn
separated.
around?
No. It was just like a thing. If we're gonna go to a potion seller, like that was just me reminding myself. We don't have
I
to
mean,
like.
we
Make a
could
thing.
go.
We could.
Oh, I mean, might as well. If we're out.
Yeah, it's as good a place to start as any. Maybe she might know a place where we could find the proper books and stuff.
Yeah. All right. So, Adventurers Guild, and
Mhm.
then maybe college. I never went to college.
I didn't either. I was mostly homeschooled, but most ability kind of are.
I was a farmer, and then I went straight into the military.
Ooh.
Promised you a nice wagon.
Wait.
What? God?
4 years for a charger.
What?
You're talking about the car?
Yeah, you never heard that spiel?
Yeah.
Right out of high school,
Yeah.
they're like, hey, join the army, 4 years for a charger.
Yeah, no, I've
Yourself
heard
a
that.
Camaro.
Yeah, they're
Went right over my head.
with the money they get from the military, they'll buy like a car like that because they're dumb
Oh.
and not smart with their money.
Spent it all on potions.
Potion seller.
The finest potion.
I require your
Wait.
strongest
Going into
books
battle.
on werewolf.
Sock joined the military and all he got was trauma.
No.
All he got was trauma. Lost
Isn't
like
that the case?
all he got was trauma. Lost 4 feet off of his height and became a werewolf. Really
I'm
shit
really
deal.
Screwed up on potions. Become a whole new species. It's a whole new man now.
Oh, he a man, baby.
We go to the
The
Adventurers
Viscous
Guild.
Mistress.
Or
Oh, we're going to the
Yeah,
Viscous
oh.
Mistress. Or we can go to the Adventures Guild. It's whatever.
No.
What our characters were last saying was Viscous Mistress, so that's where I went off of.
Okay, we'll go there.
Okay, alright.
Decision paralysis.
I know.
Where art thou
Oh,
going?
also, speaking of decision paralysis, this might be a weird segue, but I said the thought, we still haven't done anything about the whole Prince Stella situation.
No, I've been thinking about that.
Okay, alright. We kind
We
of
just
just
haven't
let that
really
go.
had a chance.
Yeah,
to,
we had
'cause,
shit.
like,
Yeah, we had shit go
werewolf
down ever
and
since
then
the full
murder
moon.
mystery.
Yeah, the full moon, and then the next day we had the murder mystery. I was like
Sock
shit.
turns to Atara as they're walking to the Viscous Mission. You know what we still have to do? We still have to fake kill Prince Stella.
Oh fuck! I forgot with the whole murder shit and the full moon.
So we should probably plan that at some point.
Yeah. When everyone gets back from their hunting trips and the rat barbecue, we should probably take care of that.
Rat barbecue.
We're not barbecuing the rats. We're making a
No,
barbecue.
I
Well,
know,
actually,
I
like
know.
Cecil's making a barbecue for the rats, which I think is actually really cute, especially since that rat was kind of like a homie and dropping off 8 bullets. Still don't know where he got this from. Wait, do you think the rats could teach me how to make the bullets? Like, do you think they know, or did they just like find them like with their scrounging? Dude,
Honestly,
I mean,
have
rats
no
do have
idea.
little
Like, I
grabby
think
hands. Maybe they could make bullets. They have the smaller hands for whatever like stuff is in there. They'd have an easier time inscribing it.
they are, I would assume, very smart.
Could Cecil train the rats to make bullets and pay them in barbecue?
Could you
Wait.
get a cluster of rats to become apprentice at like a Ford
Wait.
smithy?
Wait. So okay, maybe if we could teach the rats, I could run a blacksmith shop and have like little rat assistants that are going around like handing me like little thingies and like also like making like little small like nails and shit. That would be so cute.
It would be a small
Are
parts.
you insinuating preying and utilizing on the labor of an
We would pay them in barbecue.
minorized class?
We would pay them in barbecue. They would be gainfully employed.
By paying them in food?
Do they
This
want
is starting
anything else?
to sound a lot like slavery.
I don't
Every
remember. I don't
time.
remember Milo being this criticized for literally saying we'd have slaves.
I don't know. It's the
being
fact that
fucking
it's,
He
criticized
never
for it?
said slaves.
it's masked under good intentions. We
He
can feed them
suggested
for them to work. They love
indentured
food.
servitude.
I do
If
remember
I-
They don't
that.
know much, so we don't have to pay them real money. We'll just pay them food. They can work 24 hours a day.
You describe pets, motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't put my pet out to work a job.
Maybe you're missing out.
All right, God, don't fuck. These are ADHD thoughts. Fuck off now.
Okay. Are you alright?
I don't know why some annoying voice was just insinuating something that I did not mean at all with that rat idea. I just thought it would be a cute little thing, but apparently that's considered slavery, even though we're paying the rats in what they want.
I call that my conscience.
I mean, it's not like I have any rat training experience. I wouldn't do it. It was just it was a fun thought. Okay, fuck you. I just like the idea of a bunch of rats scurrying around a blacksmith shop doing like doing a bunch of things and helping. Okay, like. Is that not a cute idea of a bunch of rats collectively making like complex things?
It is very.
I think it's cool.
Oh yeah. I mean, what would be the turnover rate though? Because rats don't live incredibly long.
That's sad.
I mean, it's just it's like all animals have.
No, I know. That look.
Don't
I
you?
didn't think about it too much.
Try not to
Okay,
pry. I'm trying not to pry, but don't you live for like a long time?
Technically, I don't age.
Don't we all seem kind of like, I don't know, all of us that age fast, I suppose, don't we all seem like
okay, well,
short-lived?
I guess before I spent all that time in that place, it was a long time. I don't really know how long I was there for though, but before our whole excursion into different universes, I was only like 19. Even though I don't really age, I was still, young. I was about your guys'
You're still
age.
fresh into your
yeah,
mortality.
pretty much, yeah.
I see.
Yeah. So I'm 19 plus however the fuck long I spent in there.
Do you suppose? I mean, do you think the werewolf is just gonna die of old age?
Do werewolves die? This is what the research is for.
Am I immortal now?
That's a good question. We can find out together. Good benchmark, Also, don't gnomes live a long time too? It'd be kind of hard to distinguish gnome longevity from like
I don't know.
werewolf immortality until like hundreds of years down the line. So that's like a question that'll take a long time to answer.
I never actually thought about my time on this earth lengthening since I turned into a gnome, and now I'm kind of mind blown.
Oh yeah, that must be like because you said you were human before, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that must be like wild, like because like that's like you're like I got like 80 years or so here, and then all of a sudden that like fucking triples and shit. How long do you know so far? Isn't it like I actually don't know. I know it's a long time.
Has it been?
Now, how long do gnomes live for?
I have no idea.
I know it's a long time. Again, this is why we're looking for the library.
All I know is that
Information.
my ears are huge. I am very small. My ears are the only thing that seem to have grown, and I can see in the dark now.
Seeing in the dark is pretty nice.
It is actually very nice.
Yeah, I hear humans complain all the time about like at night they're going to like pee or something and they stub their toe on something because they can't see shit. It's like never had that problem. Not even a thing.
Like in the military,
Like-
we actually trained not to stare into the fires when we were on watch at night, because then you look away and you couldn't see anything except for the reflection, like that the green or whatever
Yeah, like little...
of the fire. And then you become like a horrible night guard if you're just looking in the fire the whole time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Horribly dark. Yeah, we go to the viscous mistress.
God, are
You head on.
I don't know. He's too busy. Too busy sending me to hell for the idea of having a rat-filled blacksmith. Too busy
Rat
writing that.
slavery.
What would you consider ratatouille rat slavery?
No, because the rat chose that.
I'm not saying the rats would. You know what? Fuck you. I hate you. You a
I can
bitch.
tell.
On. You arrive to the viscous mistress, and inside you see the dread-haired Goliath woman. Oh. Welcome in. You have potions.
I swear this woman's accent changes every time.
Not important enough to have a stable accent.
Yes, actually, a few things. So was it you that helped us with like the whole like Wolfsbane potion thingy last time? I don't remember. We went to like a bunch of different potion people.
Yeah.
Looking for more information on like werewolf stuff. Also, I have this vial of a mystery liquid that I got from a place that I couldn't even begin to describe to you. Was a different dimension. But here, I'll place on the liquid, the clear vial of the chemicals that I got from the Primus, like the water that was there. And I'll place that down. I have no idea what it is, and I was hoping someone more well versed in the potions and the chemical and alchemy kind of persuasion could help me identify it.
Picks it up and sniffs it. Swirls it around a bit. I'll take a look. And she goes back and puts it in a few various apparati over to look it over, but then comes back and says, all right. And something about a werewolf.
We were just kind of like looking for like someplace that would have like any like books for more information about werewolves.
Or if you know of any other weaknesses to them other than like, silver.
Well, I don't know much about books here. We don't have an extensive library in the Titan's Fall. However, there is a much more established and not so new adventurers guild nearby that would have such a library in need. If that is what you are looking for. They have it on all sorts of monsters, but there is a catch-all be-all set of books that you should probably look at.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Very well.
Okay,
The
bye.
place.
Oh.
No, do you give potion and then you leave?
What? Oh, no, I was.
Okay.
You
look like you're ready out of the door. It's
No,
okay.
no, but he did. But I
Don't rush me.
I was still standing here. I was waiting patiently. I don't.
Easy, you look like person to put rats in slavery. You better watch out. You got that vibe. Anyway, the books are volumes 7 and 8 of the Malleus Maleficarum, or the Witch's Hammer. It is a book about all sorts of monsters, and most of the volumes are located in Crystal Ridge Bluff. Far to the south.
Oh, that's like way fucking south. Okay, so
Semi-far to the south.
yeah, that's a trip.
Not that far. Semi-far.
It's pretty far.
Crystal Ridge Hollow.
Yeah, you said it.
You head there on the Crystal Ridge Bluff. That is where you can find it. As for this potion, this thing you have brought me, she goes over, sticks her pinky in.
There was a literal ocean of it, and while I was there, it was like pitch black, but like now it's all like clear. Really weird. Also, like they had like beaches there, but the sand was all like these like miniature gears.
Whoa.
They were all made of brass. Yeah. Oh, well, there was also like big giant gears and like metal trees. Everything was like metal or this liquid. It was all brass and it was all like it was a very weird place. There was like no like there was like a small like heartbeat wind, but that's about it. Like there was fucking nothing that was there for a long time. So long.
You're okay now.
I know.
Well, tasting this, I can believe this could possibly used in a potion that was made in the realm of Mechanus. A potion. Possibility.
Potion of possibility. That was
Yes.
not in the alchemy starter that I had to read while I was there.
Said to reshape and revert a single moment in time.
Whoa.
How would I make such a thing?
Well, you have the main ingredient. Then she walks over, put a little bit of this, a little bit of that, shake it up, heat it, put cork in it, shake it, here.
Okay. Furiously scribbling down the steps.
As she tosses just like hot glass beaker into your hand. Yeah.
Ow, ow, ow. Okay. She'll take out
Like
the tongs and grab.
seawater is a clear potion with tiny little like opaque gray bobas floating around in it. Colorless bobas. Slightly gray, like salty water. And she says, okay.
Thank you. I was just writing down the steps to make it, but you just made it for me. Did she use the entire bottle of the liquid
Yeah,
that I
she
got?
just added to the bottle.
Oh, okay, so she just made the potion. All right. But
How does it
What-
work? Do you
what do you
drink
want
it
for
or do you
this?
splash it on the ground? Or...
yeah, also that.
Drink it. Drink it. And it is said that for a single moment in time, you can rewrite the fates and perhaps channel into new possibilities.
That's incredibly powerful.
Wow.
Maybe.
Let's save that one. That one sounds valuable. Is there anything you want like for that? I didn't expect you to actually make the potion for me. Thank you.
6 gold.
That seems like a complete steal. Thank you.
And gives you 1 potion of possibility. Then what if I just show you what it does? I'll post in a roll 20.
Wow, 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 wow.
And there it is. Then, if there's nothing else for you to do, I assume you head back to the house.
Yeah, since the book we want is not in town, probably back to the house.
Yeah.
As you arrive back to the house, you see Cecil and Rev arriving back at the same time with deer guts and meat and skins in tow.
Holy fuck, that's a lot of meat.
Ooh, venison.
Nah, yeah, this is just 2 deer, but one was just really fat. It was a good haul.
I'll say, goddamn.
Yeah, but y'all don't
That is the most
touch.
expertly cut up 2 deer I have ever seen.
I had a little bit of practice, right?
Really?
Yeah. Usually I just hunt and cook my own food when I'm on my own, but now that we're in this wonderful, terrifying city, um, everything's pretty much given to you. So, I don't know what my accent is right now. Anyway,
Bring them
That
back.
seems to be going around a lot.
yeah. But yeah, I need to prepare this and for the lads that helped us out with this mystery. As promised, and Cecil just goes into the kitchen and starts prepping meats, whatever that entails.
Now that I have less things to study, I will go back to studying bullet.
All right, then.
Oh, also, as a reminder, sooner or later we should deal with the whole fake death thing. I almost forgot. Sock reminded me. So I figured I would send the reminder pack out.
Yeah. I got the card in my pants.
Oh my god. Okay, I thought we lost that. I
No.
didn't have it on me. I was like, oh god, is this like the whole thing with my keys again? I'm just fucking leaving it everywhere. And load off my mind. Thank you.
All right. Cecil, go ahead and roll your cook's utensils
Oh my god, that's a thing that I
with
have.
wisdom. Yes.
It says the query on it.
Yes. So click on that and it'll be like, with what? And you'd be like, wisdom. Because you need a wisdom of the rats to best discern what to make for them. And then if you want, tell me what kind of dish you about to whip up a pot. As the DC is 15 for a gourmet meal.
What? I was thinking.
Oh my gosh! Beyond gourmet.
Oh my god.
What even is beyond gourmet? Umami?
I
What
was thinking
what
of,
meal you make?
I was picturing those Texas barbecue guys who have like the giant barbecue pits and make like the best barbecue in ever. I don't know. I've seen those guys and I'm just like, yeah, I can see Cecil standing over something like that. Where he's like marinating it for hours or whatever, days. Just like
Smoking it to the point where the meat literally just falls off the bone.
yeah.
Just liquefying the meat. So
Oh god.
let me see. Yeah. That's the song. All right. How many hours you gonna be cooking this? The minimum hours for brisket, good brisket is 4 hours. How long you gonna be cooking this?
8 hours.
Out of 20, no matter what, it's gonna be good. But
Alright.
I will add to it per 2 hours you spend cooking. This includes the marinating of the meat, the tenderizing, whatever fixings you put with it. And we'll
Yeah.
say you go a little shopping for the fixings,
Mm-hmm.
anywhere between 2 and 50 gold, depending on the ingredients.
Oh my god.
How all out you going for these rats?
Cecil keeps up on his promises. And he said that he would give them a bountiful feast. So he's going all out. I will spend 50 gold on these city rats.
I knew.
Let's go.
Go ahead and remove 50 gold from it.
We're about halfway to the ranch, but not anymore. We're paying these rats.
All right.
The best goddamn barbecue of their life.
As you spend the next, how many hours?
8
You
hours,
spend
like sucks.
8 hours?
Yeah.
Yes.
As you spend the next 8 hours slow roasting, stewing, you out there spritzing the meat with apple juice, crushed, just sweeten it up. You made yourself your own rub, marinade, venison. You out here gently brushing each slab of brisket with like rosemary twigs, thyme, lemons, everything you think. You out here. You're gently swapping out old apple wood with hickory, kind of keeping it going. You're fanning the flames, make sure it all cooks evenly. You're practically the smoke flavor and smell is baked into your very skin. All over town, as each of you go about your day, hear rumors saying someone's out here creating a masterpiece. It smelled like someone straight up set a cow on fire and melted it in sugar out here. People are leaving the food quarter to wander the streets, just with their nose in the air, like, what is this? Rumors, small cults are being made over what may be the prophesized return of the god of gourmet.
Ooh.
They said this is foretold in the written scrolls of the crystal sea. That the first seal was broken and the smell of good food would ruminate throughout the town where there be no food. Yet in all of this blending of flavor, this hot, delicious western wind that blows in from the mountains, the rats have been unseen and unheard, laying low, perhaps hiding themselves. For the smell, the sheer nostril-inducing smell could be driving them into a wild frenzy. Where people are wandering the streets, left with a empty stomach and a longing for something that cannot fulfill them.
Oh no.
They wander the streets with a hole unable to be filled. And over the course of those 8 hours, you sit there, patient, diligent, determined, every small step out of the love of your Western heart. After a long 8 hours of smoking, little twinge in your brow, final bead of sweat rolling down the side of your nose before it drips to the ground, and you stand up, billow of smoke wafting around you as you step out from that barbecue pit. With a breath of fresh air, the task is done. All that's left is the call, your hungry savior.
Cecil stretches. Oh. I haven't cooked like that in ages. Where is
Smells
everyone?
amazing.
We gotta... Man. I don't want to attract too much attention by bringing all the rats to the house, but... Man, I should have cooked this out on the ranch.
No, I thank you so much for cooking it here.
I literally feel like I'm healed just by smelling it.
I have been filled
Bless
with
you, Rev.
undue motivation this entire time.
My mouth has been watering so much.
Well,
If I find a way to make you more of these bullets, will you make that again? Like,
Please,
for me, please?
I will kill for that.
God, I hope not. But
I have
Um,
killed for that.
might need y'all's help in dispersing this among the kind little critters of this city.
Oh,
How,
yes, I'd be willing
I'm
to
happy
help.
to help.
what's how should I disperse this beast?
Do we have any metal trays? Just kind of heap some on and leave them in the alleyways, I guess. Although maybe we should
Well,
post someone.
There's been a crowd outside for a bit. We
I
should
know. I
probably
was
not do that.
maybe got it. Got it for the rats from the
If we still had-
townspeople.
if we still had a bag of holding, that would help.
Yeah, that would
Why
be
do we
nice.
not ask the rats how they would like it distributed?
Maybe if we just bring them into our backyard.
Actually, yes, this is a good point.
Yeah.
Like a backyard barbecue.
Yeah. Be nice. But this is strictly for the rats.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
gotta keep my word. But
I understand.
I can cook for y'all after I take a nap.
I will do
Maybe.
my best not to eat the meat.
That sounds great.
I'll try very hard.
I promise I won't let you in any of it. We owe that rat for dropping those bullets in your lap. I don't know how they found those bullets, but or they made them.
What's the sky looking like? Is it still like unnaturally daytime?
It is still unnaturally daytime.
Oh my goodness.
That's worrisome.
My sundial is all screwed up.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be working.
Cecil's
No idea what time it is.
Yes, but my watch says it's precisely 7:45 p.m.
The fuck is a watch?
Really?
my REM cycle's off. Let's let's feed these little critters. Y'all keep an eye on the food for me. I gotta go find one to talk to.
I
Alright.
can't take my eyes off of it.
Don't
As you
touch.
So much self-control. I am exhibiting the most self-control I've ever had in my life. You have no idea.
You have no idea.
as you kind of look over, getting ready to find yourself a rat, you see a small little rat. Kind of just out by themselves in the middle of the road. Just kind of peeked up, sniffing in the air. They have something they're standing on, wrapped up. A strange, kind of trapezoidal, kind of angular shape that they're standing on top of. A little box. And he
What's
sniffing
that?
and looking at you.
Cecil tips his hat and saunters over to the little fellow. Howdy. It'd take me 10 minutes to cast Speak with Animals, so I'm just gonna talk to you common. Food's ready in the back. I only ask y'all gotta share, because there's only so much that I could cook, but it is probably my masterpiece.
Little rat does a little spin on top of the package they're sitting on, and then they back up.
Oh, is this for me? He points at himself.
The rat kind of full body nods.
He grabs the package.
As you lift it up, it is triangular. It's got a weight to it, but the inner center part feels hollow. You begin to unwrap it, and you find a not fully continuous. It stops at one part near the top, but it is a kind of rounded dowel rod of metal bent into the shape of a triangle and held in a loop at the top
Oh my god.
with a little kind of piece of twine. And as you kind of look at it, you see dangling off of it is another straight rod, very close to one another, but just enough for you to bring it back. And as you look it over, you see kind of tiny little paw prints etched into the bar end of the triangle itself. And as you examine even closer, you can see that there are small little almost cave carvings of like rats scurrying around. It is small, detailed. You think to yourself, not even the smallest of blacksmith tools that you've seen could make such fine,
Whoa.
detailed work.
Oh my god.
This metal is old, and it is of a material that you yourself have never come across. It feels light, but dense, incredibly so. And even as you hold it by the ribbon and kind of move it around, it almost vibrates like a tuning fork. Just even the friction of the air as you move it around causes it to sing out.
Oh my. This is gorgeous. I know what I have to do. Cecil nods, tips his hat, and starts walking to the backyard again. With the very intricate triangle.
Okay. You walk to the backyard with the intricate triangle, and the rat kind of scurries off.
You guys aren't gonna believe this.
You
What?
always say that, and it's always true.
I forgot I said that before. I know I
You
talked
said
about
that with the giant lady. You said that when you
double
first met the rat.
peg-legged the double
You said that with the kobold.
kobold and the giant lady and the rats. But this, and he shows Sock the triangle.
It's a triangle.
You're not ready for what's about to
Wait,
happen, Sock.
Wait, what?
Should I?
Look at those carvings. Who made
Should
this?
I
This
brace-
is amazing. Where'd you
Sock
get this?
and Ataru, as you kind of glance at it, takes a moment to sit in, and you, Ataru, you're kind of more engaged in the fine intricacies. But both of you have seen this metal maybe once, twice in your lives. It gleams, it shimmers. You can see that it is incredibly dense, but light as it seems to bounce around. You can see from the various kind of almost wood-like grain, kind of crystalline fragments of the metal. Each of you has only seen it maybe one other time in its purest form, and that is of the currency platinum.
Ooh.
Oh
Is-
my god.
Where did you get a triangle made of pure platinum?
And with this incredible detail, look at how small it. How I don't understand how they would even make this. Like you can't. The tools don't go. Wait. Ratsmiths. Sock, they're real.
Oh my gosh.
I,
Oh my gosh.
I gotta use it.
Please.
I mean, you better.
I need you to. I need this.
And Cecil lifts it up
I'm
and
gonna
rings
stand on
it.
the stool here.
As you stick the rod in and start hitting all three sides on the inside, you are all left fully dissatisfied, as rather than any sort of shrill ring or sharp piercing noise, it's just clanging of metal on metal. It
Aw.
doesn't ring out. It sounds so dissatisfying. And
guess
you
we'll
almost
go.
feel downtrodden as you stop.
That's why platinum isn't really used for instruments and stuff beyond that's, being incredibly valuable. But
Aw.
that's such a letdown.
But
I wasn't expecting that.
He gets
eventually,
off
a
the stool.
few little rats turn the corner, begin waddling in. 2,
Oh.
3, 4, 70, 80.
Get back on the
my-
stool.
And then you look down the
Also
street,
getting on the stool.
and then you feel a rumble.
Oh, no.
I don't think we have a big enough backyard for this.
Oh,
And you begin to
Root yourselves.
look down the street,
I do.
and like a dark gray tidal wave, they start pouring in. A surge of rats, 4 feet high, crashing, smashing against the foundation of houses, cracks. Trees are being bowled over, trash
Oh my
cans
God.
disappearing. You see one man gone.
No.
A
What
tidal
happened?
wave. You can't even count this high. In your cowboy wisdom, there must be as many rats as there are blades of grass in your ranch's field.
Oh my God.
They start pouring in by the millions.
Oh no.
You hear off in the distance the muffled, interrupted shrieks of people just gone.
No.
All you hear is it is so overlapped that there's just a consistent shrill shriek that reverberates over everything. You hear the cracking of wood and roof tiles as the sheer weight of rats bears down upon these decrepit buildings that have not been refurbished. You watch in the background down the street, one house just simply collapses under the weight, swept away by the sea of rats. Hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands. You may have the entire rat population of the world at your doorstep.
Oh no. Oh.
And they all stand there in a respectful 3-foot circle
What?
around the meat.
How did they fit into a 3-foot circle?
No. There's
No,
a
3 feet
3-foot gap
away.
between them and the meat.
Oh, I see what you mean.
It's just a 3-foot cylinder.
And they just sit there.
I should have prepared a speech. Oh man. Hang on. Cecil's gonna take another 10 minutes.
Are you seriously ritually casting right now?
As Cecil's preparing the 10 minutes, just come on. As Cecil's like kind of pepping themselves up, you see just this, like, as a few rats move, a few others next to them move, and there's like this wave-like grass kind of shimmer of rats as they reflect in the sunlight. As they move in unison, and it almost feels like the surface of water, but it just happens to be about a couple million rats.
Well,
are stacked on top of each other, and you guys are basically they're above, stacked up in like cobblestone walls. They are cobblestone rats stacked up to the point where they're higher than Sock.
I'm on Ataru's back.
Yeah,
We're
we're
like
just,
on the roof,
we're just
looking at the
standing-
rats spreading out from our house.
Okay,
I mean,
you
I
guys
didn't
see
climb
for
through. I'm
about
standing
as
perpendicularly.
far as you can see, which is about 500 yards, there's just rats. And you
What?
only see a few roofs of houses.
Oh, there's definitely gonna be complaints about this.
Oh,
We're definitely gonna be
Rats.
hearing from Farnar tomorrow.
We're gonna
Cecil's
get
still, like,
fined so hard
casting.
for this.
I did not know this would happen. He's just preparing the fucking stuff.
I don't think any of us could have prepared for that.
Okay.
Oh my.
Don't
10
fuck with that
minutes.
child.
10 long, anxious minutes for
They're like
everyone to
up there
go
like,
by.
what is he doing
Can you
down there?
really not
Wait.
spend the spell slot? Why are you ritually casting this? This is not the time to be drawing
What
magic
is he
circles.
doing?
Rev, what are you doing during all this rat standoff?
Ataru's just
petting a
yelling
rat.
at you from the side of the house.
Rev's doing what?
Rev's just petting one of the rats.
As you're kind of like maybe like lean back, use them as a chair.
Using the rat as a chair?
Yeah, like are you like amongst the rats petting them, or you just happen to have one rat and you're like,
No, I just
"Hmm,
happen to like, yeah. I'm just hanging out with one of them and just petting them.
okay. They're kind of eager for the human touch. So they perhaps line up in a single file line, waiting for their turn to you. But Cecil, you spend the 10 minutes.
I'm
And
sorry, I just haven't
Eventually, your ears and your tuning align, and you are ready.
slept. I would like to thank all of you for showing up today. And this, as my gesture of good faith, is a bountiful feast I have prepared for you. Nay, my masterpiece. As a thank you for your assistance in the murder mystery that was plaguing our beloved city of Titansfall. I would personally like to thank Champ the Rat. Please step forward. If you
A
may.
agonizing 3 minutes go by of no movement before finally a little rat kind of pops out from amidst them and go, "My name, Champ."
Thank you, Champ, for bringing me bullets when I needed them, my time of need. I will not ask how you got them. I just want to thank you. All I ask from here on out, before y'all consume this precious quarry in front of us, is that y'all leave in an organized manner back to your places of living. Please do not crumble any more houses. Please free any persons or other animals you may have accidentally trapped under your immense pressure and weight. But yes, the soup is on. Feel free to consume the feast.
Few of them step aside, and you see a few of the rats are like walking beside one. You could tell by the whiskers and the fur that this is an older rat, as they're kind of like helping it. And they come up and they go, "This is our oldest rat. He's been here for quite some time. As tradition, the oldest will have the first bite, and then we will consume. But first, we must introduce ourselves to our new benefactor. And the oldest rat holds up his paws like, there is no need. There's too many of us. God forbid we have to start over. And he very carefully and slowly kind of waddles up and takes a little piece off. Like you can see his like paws shaking, a little piece off, and he waddles over to you. He says, I am the oldest rat, Methuselah. I have led my people for countless generations. 12 weeks. Never in my lifetime of 12 weeks had I ever expected to see the rat god in person. And he puts a little paw, his little free paw, on your boot and says, thank you, Cecil Ulysses MacArthur. We have given you our greatest artifact, our beloved treasure. We have gathered all the platinum from every rat's gallbladder and put it together to make an instrument to summon us in your time of need. Never would we ever, in the 12 years of my existence, come to realize that the first time we would be summoned for aid was instead to reward us. And you can see his paw still shaking with the meat. And he's like, thank you so much. And he takes a nibble, and the second he takes a single bite, the rats just all over the meat. A gigantic swarm as Rev and Cecil, both of you make a strength saving throw, lest you be swept by the tide.
Be swept away.
Jeez.
You are
Goodbye.
swept by the tide.
It's a 14. No.
You feel this drowning, damp, like suffocating sensation as you are just tumbled around, rolled like a blanket in a wash bin. Eventually, the rats disperse. Sock and Ataru, you watch as they scatter to the four winds. Destruction left in their wake behind your house, around your
He
houses.
specifically asked not to do that.
This was already, you could see before. They left more gently, but this was them arriving. As you could tell, they're probably ready to throw down on summons. But, Rev, you awaken somewhere by the mage's tower.
Oh my gosh.
Resurface. And Cecil, you find yourself over by the squeaky soul,
Oh my god!
having been swept away by the rats.
That's all I did here!
I was like, I don't even see it on the map right now.
Yeah, you're on the opposite side of
Like,
town.
oh,
That's where that's in the bottom right. You're almost at the wall.
Nevertheless,
Where did they go? I didn't even see them go.
Wait, I can't see them anymore.
No, they're gone. I didn't even see them. How?
Oh my
Oh.
gosh. The city!
Cecil has accepted his fate.
Oh,
He's just laying on the ground.
we are definitely gonna have fines for that. That coroner is gonna be so pissed with us.
Wait,
Oh
that's
my
not
god.
good.
Okay, so he was right. If we do this again, it has to be at the ranch.
100%. Although, do we still want the grass? Maybe we should set up a henge or something.
Yeah, have like a little, just like have like a little special ritual circle to like offer meat to the rats, like
Oh my gosh! Look at this!
in like a
Look at
plate.
the cracks in the ground.
We're gonna be cleaning this up for so long.
Wasn't there a building there?
There was
Wasn't there a
there
building
were
right there?
no, there were two. There were two houses there. Those were our neighbors right there.
Oh, bugger!
Oh, Bethany, I'm so sorry.
Uh,
I hope her cats are all right. I hope she's all right.
is there any meat left?
No, there's not even bones. There's not even the bones. Motherfuckers took the plate too.
I'm so hungry. Should we
Another
look for
time.
them? I have no idea even where
There's no.
to begin.
Look at the ground. There is no trail. It's chaos. It's destruction incarnate. There is nothing.
All right.
How would we find them?
Placeholder.
Oh my god.
I'll send you the rules and stuff later.
Oh my god.
The rat god Cecil, yeah.
I had no idea.
I'm beginning to feel like a rat god.
Over a short while, each of, unless you plan on doing anything different, Rev and Cecil, you eventually do make it back to your house.
Heck yeah.
As you walk back, though, you see people recovering. You see people turning upright, market cars and stalls, people helping each other out of trees and off of roofs. You see various trees have been felled, houses have been demolished, and many people shook. But you arrive home. The meat has been picked clean, nary a bone or bit of evidence left. And no trace of any rats, except their wanton destruction.
Well, then how do we know that there were rats at all?
Exactly.
Might have been a figment of my imagination.
Okay, so
Oh my god.
Stop that.
Cecil, if we are giving offerings to them in the future,
Bravo!
we are doing that at the ranch, okay?
Cecil looks like a dead man.
Are you okay?
I have not slept. In
Go-
probably 24.
Why don't you
You should go sleep.
He
yeah.
passes out on the couch.
Hold.
Yeah, is it hold on the couch?
He's cuddling with him.
Roll him over.
Oh my gosh, he's fully covered.
Atara will try to like
Exhausted.
sneak the blanket out from Holt and just cover both of you with it.
Rev will get the curtains to make sure it stays nice and dark in this room.
Wow.
No, the real question is, who's Big Spoon?
Hold.
Hell yeah, jetpack.
Yeah, like Cecil just kind of like snuggles into him. He's held.
Is held by hold.
Just kind of scoots the arm over around the shoulder.
Wait, we both have +0 strength saving throws? That's so funny.
Yo, check it. -1.
Oh, we're a very weak
Oof.
party.
Yeah.
I got
We need socket hold. They're the lifters.
Mm-hmm.
So
Then-
small, but so mighty.
+7.
Then,
strong.
unfortunately, this is a
That's such a
short
big number.
session because we had to start a little late. What is everyone doing as we end this one out?
More bullet studying.
Sleeping.
Yeah, I think Rev's probably resting as well after all the hunting and action and everything.
What a walk.
Maybe tending to the garden or doing something light, you know?
Did the wolfsbane get destroyed in all the frenzy?
No, it's in a potted plant. They scooped it up and put it in a little potted planter for you.
Hell yeah.
How convenient.
Yeah, they destroyed everything
All
else,
of
but
the
they really
plants and
they
herbs
really
are now potted.
they really spruced up our house, which was nice. Destroyed
lawn has
everything
been
else.
mowed, and a leaf on the ground.
We're gonna realize that like our locks were replaced with like platinum locks and stuff, you know? There's just trinkets everywhere that they left.
The walls have somehow
Like
been
an Easter egg
pressure
hunt.
Our
Yeah,
house is literally sparkling while everything around it is just fucking destroyed.
it was just thousands of rats spitting on it at the same time.
Ah!
So much has happened in Titanfall.
Spitting on
The last
everything.
day and a half.
Ataru, would you know where to go for if I was looking for an enchantment? Not necessarily like a potion, but
Probably
like
Gadgets and Gizmos. They got some artificers there, or just the artificers. Wait, actually, no. With the recent murder of one of the artificers and the loss of one's arm, I'm pretty sure the artificers in the Adventurers Guild are kinda out of commission. Oh wait, sorry, that's Speckle. Yeah, Gadgets and Gizmos probably the best place to get an enchantment right now.
you think what time is it? Do you think they're open?
I have no idea what time it is. Like, it's impossible to tell.
Rev, what does your watch say?
What the fuck is
Oh,
it?
it
What?
says
I
it
don't
says
know.
it
Tell us
says watch
time.
this, and then he does a backflip.
Go acrobatics.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
That's a
You-
backflip, baby.
Do a quick
And this is a
backflip.
watch.
Boom, landed. No problem.
Easy.
Clock blinks very slowly.
Nice backflip. 10 out of 10, no notes.
Okay.
Typically, my watch says it's time for a backflip, or it's party time, or something along this sort.
I backflip with you. It's not as good.
But still very impressive.
Thank you.
Very nice. We're gonna make a
Look,
quick
she do a
run for
backflip, but
gadgets
it's not
and
as
gizmos.
spontaneously impressive as Rev's. As Rev's backflip caught everyone off guard. So,
Solidarity backflips.
I'm gonna run over to gadgets and
You see,
gizmos.
Gadgets and Gizmos for what?
We'll look to see if they got what kind of enchantments they got on restoration or that kind of thing.
Do that in a second. What is everyone doing back at the house? Rev. Or are you going somewhere?
no, Rev's just staying and taking care of his plants and stuff like that tonight, and chilling after all the hunting and the rat commotion and everything.
Okay. Okay. All right. Cecil's asleep. Ataru.
I am still trying to figure out how to make more of these bullets so we don't have to rely on bailouts from the rat gods.
Roll me arcane.
Beginning to feel like a
Big
rat
fucking
guy.
money. 27.
All my rodents from the front to the back, not back, not.
If you pause, you like their line up to slap back. Step back.
Excellent. As you look over the strange projectile, you can see that it is multiple pieces kind of tamped together as you begin to kind of pick it apart, but you can see it is made of the kind of tubular form. The cylinder is made of brass, but written in the brass in fine writing. Almost looks like little lines. But you can see as if they're stamped in, molded like that all the way. There are kind of magical inscriptions. You can tell based on the flourishes and the swirls that they are kind of magical inscriptions relating to the evocation school of magic. But more so, these magical inscriptions, rather than being written in a normal magical language, everything from celestial to abyssal to primordial to draconic, this one is written in a common tongue, a more used tongue, that of Elvish. However, contrasting that, the kind of rounded, kind of a concave tipped projectile that is kind of capping off the cylinder instead has its own tiny magical circle that is kind of drawn and carved in parts that really you can see that when smushed together, perhaps upon impact, it activates some sort of magic circle that you have yet to grasp your mind around until you've collected a few bit more bullets that have been expended. But you can tell that there's some form of abjuration attached to it. However, this one is written in Dwarvish. And then whatever is happening, haven't quite peeled it apart yet, but whatever is happening involves all sorts of portions of tiny magical engravements and circles and inscriptions that all appear to activate at various times to allow for whatever this bullet is to fly and do the damage to various things that it hits. Damage that you've seen, rather than pierce through things like a regular arrow, it strikes one surface and practically bores a magical hole to the other side, allowing for full penetration. As for how to reproduce it, nothing yet.
Is there any part of it that I'm able to reproduce yet?
You, at least the raw materials of what the bullet is made of, you can tell it is made of a alloy of steel and lead, and then the casing is brass.
I actually have the brass.
Sock! You enter into gizmos, or gadgets and gizmos, and there is a kind of strange dog looking right at you, a Shiba Inu, but with a magical device wrapped around his neck, and says, "Welcome to Gizmos." And then he spins around, and gadgets. Spins around again, gadgets and gizmos. I'm the manager. We got gizmos on deck, gadgets on the floor. No magic.
No magic.
Yes, it is. And he throws up a Illuminati sign. Science.
Mm, sorry. Never mind then. I'm looking for something magical.
What are you looking for?
Well, see, I'm not quite sure. I just was wondering if what I was looking for even existed, but some kind of, I don't know, enchantment or potion that could, I don't know, like Like you know how I don't know, like how lizards like regrow arms and stuff, or like some kind of limb replacement or something like that. Do you know if that even exists?
He has a pair of sunglasses that he like flicks his head and knocks down to give you kind of the side eye looking over. This is the manager, by the way. Side eye looking over and says, what are you trying to regrow?
An arm. Not for me, obviously.
And he stands up and with very human like hands goes through like a file cabinet. As he starts flipping through, he's just got folders of spell scrolls. Whips out a scroll. He sets it down. He's like, this is a scroll of green restoration.
How does it work?
We've taken all the hard part out for you. We'll put it and attach it to a gem. Then you take that gem and smush it into whatever you're trying to regrow.
Well, what kind of gem do you need?
He holds out his two hands, closes both of them, opens them again. Boom. Instantly, has two little sapphires. One of these. I can include it in the cost
And
for
that costs
additional
me?
charge. For all of this, 850 gold. We offer layaway. As well as, and he slides, like, pulls out from underneath the bench and slides across the table a form that says, Gadgets and Gizmo's credit line. We
does
also
the
offer the
scroll-
card.
Does it come with instructions?
Yes.
All right, I'll take it, and also the sapphire.
Would you like to apply for the credit line?
No, thank you.
5% cash back
I'm
on
quite
your
alright.
next purchase.
Hopefully I will not have to buy another.
No interest for 7 months.
It's fine. Just the scroll, please.
You're already pre-approved for 4,000 gold.
How?
He just shrugs. You look trustworthy.
I'll just take the scroll, please.
As you go to reach for the scroll, he kind of like slides the credit line brochure a little closer.
No, I'm quite fine.
850 gold. Come on. Sticks out his hand for the gold.
All right, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and remove 850 schmackos from your page. And he slides you and he takes the gem, puts it on the scroll in a little spot for the gem. You watch as the ink starts to kind of dissolve away and get sucked up, kind of almost absorbed off the page into the sapphire. And it goes from being a bright blue to like a dark, inky purple before becoming a bright blue once again and starts to have like a small inner glow, like an inner light within. And he just boop, plops in your hand.
The instructions do?
And slides a little sticky note that says touch to part you're trying to grow.
And do you have a bag? A bag for it?
He reaches out, takes the sapphire, takes the credit line brochure, and just crumples it around it, and then gives it to you. This month only, 10 months, no interest on first purchase, over 1,000 gold.
Thank you. Okay. All right. Thanks.
Would
Take
you
the-
like to buy our total tech support for your gadgets?
No.
All right.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Bye. He leaves quickly.
Okay.
Gonna switch out the paper, the wrapping paper. Where can I find a bag or an envelope? Maybe an envelope. Does he have? He got an envelope.
Do you have an envelope?
I mean, didn't Speckle send him a bunch of letters?
Then you may use one of those. Let's say you go home and grab one of those, crumple it up, make a nice little envelope, crumple the
And
letter.
not out of one of the letters that she wrote, but I assume that she sent them in envelopes.
They were the kind where it's like the letter it folds itself into an envelope, and she wax seals them
Okay, I go to
with their own
Ataru. Do you
wax.
have paper?
Yellow.
Ataru, do you have any paper?
Taru
Sorry, I didn't realize I
did.
was muted. Crashes in the ship. I think let me go look. Give me 1 second. And are you like in the room with her, or are you like down the ladder?
No, he would not go into your room without asking.
Then you just hear a bunch of just metal clanging around, like fucking just
That's normal.
things just rummaging through everything.
Everything all right?
Yeah, I'm just looking through. No, fuck. Okay, those were caltrops. Okay, here,
Or
gotcha.
like a little bag?
Yeah, I have a little pouch. Here, and she'll like reach over. Oh, wait. Ignore the blood. I need to tie that up. She'll drop the bag down the ladder.
Thank you. Gonna try to stealthily drop it off. At the Adventurers Guild. It's gonna try it, like, I guess depending on.
Just in their mailbox.
Yeah, he's gonna like write like for Speckle Goodmag's artificer.
Okay. All right, so you drop the letter off to heal Speckle's arm in a very indirect and roundabout way, but no judgment. Is there anything anyone else would like to do? Otherwise, we'll end it here.
Another backflip.
Roll.
Hell yeah.
Roll performance this time.
All right. I don't have that other thing, so we take it. 15.
Ooh.
It is a stylish backflip
Hell yeah.
as you flippity von dippity up and over. Bam! Beautiful. See a few rats in the alleyway. Rat-pocalyptic. And with that, we'll end it for the day. Short sesh.
Goodbye, future us.
Goodbye.
Good luck
Love
next
you.
session.
It looks pretty sexy.
Mwah, mwah,